Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Speaking, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler video series videos I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. This one sounds really cool, so hopefully it is. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's a super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer out about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside the truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means that I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. That is not the case in this particular instance, however. I actually picked this item up a few days ago. I was out and about doing a little shopping, as I've been known to do. And I stopped in a little gas station, and they had this available, and I was like, neat. So, what is it that I'm reviewing for you? What are we doing here? Well, folks, it's from, boom, Inotea. This is their bubble tea, specifically sea salt coffee with tapioca pearls. All right, okay. So, yes, I've actually reviewed something from Inotea a while ago. I think it was their taro flavor bubble tea. But yeah, it's basically, if you're unfamiliar, I mean, bubble tea is becoming increasingly, prevalent in the United States. Lots of places have it available now, but if you don't know, basically it's like a type of tea. I think it, sort of originated in Asia. And then basically it has like these little balls in it that are made of tapioca, where they're like, these little sugary, squishy things. You bite into them, you get a nice little sugary hit. So, yeah, okay, man. It sounds really good. So let's get a thing for the thing. Can we get a thing for the thing? I want to get a thing for the thing. Let's do this. Ha 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 ha! Yeah. All right, let's give it a go. Before the sun comes in and completely screws over my reviewing abilities. Open it up. Yeah, okay. It's definitely reminiscent of, I'm certain that I've had, like, a canned coffee drink that was, like, maybe like a sea salt caramel kind of thing. It's reminiscent of that. First one was just the coffee hit. It's nice. Genuinely, it's smooth. It's a little bit sweet, but then it's got that, kind of salted aspect, which, if you watch the show, I'm a big fan of contrasting flavors. I think it helps elevate things when it's done properly. And in this case, that's where, like, the sea salt comes into plays. It kind of works against and also with, like, the sweetness and, the coffee aspect and stuff. Kind of gives a little something. A few years ago, back before I was doing reviews, they had sea salt caramel Pepsi. And man, do I wish they would bring that back. It was very divisive. A lot of people were kind of like, about it, but I fucking loved it, man. I'd love to see them make that return. If they do, I will definitely review it. But this is really tasty. Yeah, it's just got a nice, smooth coffee hit. And then it's got, a little bit of sweetness, and then, like, just kind of, you get a little bit of that saltiness, just to kind of, and mind you, if you've never had, like, like salted caramel or stuff like that, it's not like salt, like normal salt, like a normal salt flavor. Again, it's working with and sort of against simultaneously with, like, the sweetness and the stuff like that. So it's not like you're just tasting a whole bunch of salt. You're more getting the salty sensation is a better way to kind of think about it. I like that. That's really good. It has 50 grams of sugar. That's a lot of sugar. The only problem with these canned ones, they're good, but you don't really get the tapioca until you're, like, most of the way done with the drink. Normally, if you're doing, like, a bubble tea, you would have, like, a big, like, straw, like, it's extra wide. You pop it in there, and then you're able to go over there and, kind of take them out at your own leisure. With this, it's like, well, there's only one exit. So, as a result, I am somewhat lament in, I mean, sure, I mean, I wasn't planning on downing this thing, but still not there. Getting closer. Don't say I don't do anything for you folks. I'm really enjoying this, but I'd rather not be just chugging it back. But I want to get to the damn tapioca so I can review it fully. Now, here's the thing. Depending on the type of boba, the type of tapioca that they're using, really does change the experience. Because there's all different kinds that they can make, and you can have different flavors and stuff. It's really pretty neat. Some of them have like an actual kind of like a pop to them, you know, where it actually, there's like a little bit of a burst. With these, the ones that they use for this, not so much the case. They more are just kind of solid and squishy. You bite into them, and then, like I said, you know, you get a little bit of that extra sweetness. But, and mind you, you know, it's tapioca, but it doesn't taste like tapioca pudding or anything like that. If you were wondering. Like I said, I mean, and they're fine. They're not as good as the ones that you're going to get from like a proper boba place because, you know, they're being prepared right then and there. Although typically like not the boba, but, you know, the whole tea and stuff. But they're fine. And for being a canned drink, I like it. But two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I'm going to go with yes and yes. I think genuinely this is really good. The worst part about it is the boba, the actual tapioca pearls. And that's just two reasons. One, again, they're at the very bottom of the damn thing, so you're not getting to them till you're pretty close to the end of the drink. And then again, like, it's in a canned thing, you know, it's not going to be as good as like the proper ones. I will say, if you do try this, don't let this be your first experience with like a boba tea. If possible, go to like an actual place, get it prepared. You know, that's really the way you want to do this. These are fine if you're just out and about and you really are hankering for it, or if, you know, you just want to store some in your fridge. But I will say, as an overall, I do like it. Like, it's actually really tasty. I don't know if is it caffeinated? Caffeine content, yes, 125 milligrams. So you got a little coffee caffeine in there too. You know, I mean, it's a pretty close equivalent to something like a Starbucks double shot. You know, again, like that canned coffee experience. But it is a nice one, man. Like I said, it's, you know, it's easy going, or easy drinking rather. It's tasty. I like the salted you know, the sea salted coffee aspect of it. I mean, yeah, I would actually say that I would get this, and I like some Starbucks double shot. I definitely do, especially because I tend to work nights. I would honestly say, you know, not going to say all the time, but I will say that I would probably pick this up at least as frequently as like a Starbucks double shot, something like that. I like the overall experience. And if I'm recommending it, like I said, it does a very similar job to other canned coffee drinks, but it's nice. I think the flavor on it is nice. Inotea has other flavors available, but this one specifically, I like it quite a bit. It's tasty, and I like like I said, I like the sea salt aspect of it. Anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, spend this rest of your folks. You go over there, have yourselves a truly, I need to go inside and go to sleep, tastic rest of your life. That 125 milligrams of caffeine will not do a damn thing to me. I'm going to go inside and I'm going to crash so hard. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in your world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do all the time, I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you do, folks. Try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes. And, unfortunately, when we have to deal with those situations, we don't always have a lot of great options. What we can try to do, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you've got like a boba tea place near you that you really enjoy. And, maybe you go over there and you try the place out and you hit me up in the comments section. You're like, Brandon, I've got a boba place near me and it's fantastic. They go over there and they do this and this and this and this and this and this and this. I'd be like, wow, that's really cool. I'm really happy for you. Is it like someplace local or, someplace maybe I could check out? Oh, no. I live in, in Vietnam. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't realize that my reach extended to Vietnam, but that's super cool. I wasn't immediately planning to go to Vietnam anytime real soon. But I mean, if someone wanted to pay for me to go and everything seemed like super legit and stuff, I don't need to be in a hostile situation. I'd rocket to Vietnam, man. They've got some amazing go get some proper pho, some banh mi's and stuff like that. Maybe go hang out with Johnny Wen. I don't know what he's doing these days, but dude used to do some badass movies. If you ever get the opportunity, watch a movie called The Rebel, starring Johnny Wen. That movie fucking kicks ass, man. That guy was like, he was just building. He was like becoming this star. And then I don't know what the fuck happened. Anyway, bye.